Hey all, Alex here with Tech Corner, here to talk to you about the release of iOS 26 that should have been released on the 15th to the public. So I'm going to talk to you about some of the features that came out with iOS 26, and to do that we're going to use the Tips app. If you do not have this installed, you can install it through the App Store. And this is also a great app for those of you that are new to either iPhones or iPads and just want to know, and even Macs, and just want to know what all the different things you can do within that device. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open the Tips app, and you're going to see a thing that says what's new in iOS 26. We're going to go ahead and click on that. And the first thing you're going to see is the fluid design. So this is basically this whole glass look Apple's been talking about. And this basically kind of transforms your phone, so you can either give it a glass look or you can kind of add a hue tint to all your apps. So if you like a specific color, you can make everything kind of purple, which is kind of neat. The next thing is the lock screen. So it kind of does this like spatial photo thing where it kind of makes it a three-dimensional, kind of gives it a little bit more depth in your screen, which is kind of cool. So it gives it a 3D look. You can kind of see here. Also just kind of as you can see, it stretches the time, so it kind of just makes everything, just kind of gives it a little bit more customization on your lock screen, which is kind of nice. From there, you have live translation. So this basically means when you talk to someone from a different country and they're texting you in their language, it will automatically translate for you in your native language, which is really great as long as the language is supported within the Translate app. So this is a really neat thing because now you don't have to copy and paste it into another third-party app to figure out what they said, and vice versa. You can also add backgrounds to your photos, so you can kind of spice up your messages, which is kind of a really neat thing. And they have some dynamic wallpaper, dynamic backgrounds, which is kind of neat. But you can also create your own, which is really neat. But it kind of gives it a nice flair to your messages apps, and it also is a kind of cool way to identify who you're talking to at a glance really quick too, sometimes with a background. They've also added a thing where you can vote on stuff, which is really nice. So if you want to take a quick poll, like let's say you're going with a bunch of friends and you all want to go to a restaurant, you can all kind of put an idea in there and have people vote and go from there, which is really neat. You can also screen unknown callers. And then another neat feature is keep your spot in line. So if you have on-hold music, instead of listening to those on-hold music or hearing the constant repetitive sound and all that, you can put them on hold, and what this will do is it will just call you back once you get a live agent. So you don't have to sit on hold hearing the same thing over and over and over. So this is a really neat feature. You can also choose how to browse. So in photos, in the old photos you had your photos and you had that whole collection things below it. Now what they've done is they've separated it, and they have photos in one section and your collections like your albums, your smart albums, your memories and all that in a separate section, which I like a lot. It's a lot cleaner. And then also take your best shot. So you can tap to switch between photo or video, then switch for more modes like portrait, cinematic, and see more through settings. So those are just some of the features within iOS 26. And I'm going to be doing YouTube shorts on these throughout the week. So definitely subscribe to my channel if you're interested in getting a little bit more of a walkthrough for each of those things. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to throw a thumbs up and click that bell notification to receive alerts when new videos drop. Thank you so much for watching.